SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, the T-Mobile CEO made a statement, or made a few statements, at a conference yesterday. The time of this recording, it's December 10th. And they were not received very well. All right, so I want to discuss what he said, how it was perceived, and what this all really means. All right, so the T-Mobile CEO, Mike Sievert, made comments about the fourth quarter. And those comments led investors to, I guess, maybe panic or something. The stock itself, the T-Mobile stock, dipped 6% on a day where, I mean, the market was kind of down, I guess. So, like, there may have been a couple of things that contributed to this, but clearly T-Mobile's got the type of stock that's been surging. The growth has been incredible. It viewed very positively, continue, upward trajectory, right? But according to Mike Sievert, he backtracked on his statements, saying that the comments were misinterpreted. So let me give you guys kind of what he said and how he justified this. So Mike Sievert said that the fourth quarter is, quote, back-end loaded. And this would suggest that there's a large portion of the company's expected revenues and free cash flows, different things with business activities that are happening towards the end of the quarter. So that would sound like maybe December, for example. And then during his presentation, he said there's also a lot of risk in the back half of the quarter, which, of course, investors take as potential headwinds. They don't like those types of comments, which explains the capitulation or sell-off of the shares, right? Mike Sievert kind of replied or commented after the fact, offering clarifications, saying that he's seeing normal seasonal trends in Q4 and that the previous comments were misinterpreted by the media. So he wanted to kind of, I guess, provide assurance to the investor that there aren't going to be any headwinds that are going to be substantial to the point where anything is happening outside of the normal. But I think what he wanted to really drive home was the expectations, right? That's what this is really all about. The investors always looking for expectations. And T-Mobile's coming off of big Q3, and then maybe he was trying to temper those expectations. And what T-Mobile likes to do is they sandbag. They like to, give like low to moderate expectations, and then they go above and beyond, and it causes the spikes in the stock price, right? And causes it to surge, right? When they break or go above their forecasts or set records or whatever. So whatever the millions of customers they have for the year or for the quarter, they like to go beyond the expectation, so I think maybe the sandbagging, the overachievement has kind of come back to haunt them a bit in these types of situations. And this wouldn't be the first time where CEO Mike Sievert has said something that has kind of backfired a little bit. So do I think in the grand scheme of things is going to be a big deal? Probably not. I think they'll still hit their numbers. We'll find out at the end of January. But this is something that was notable that occurred during the conferences. And I think this is probably a learning lesson for Mike Sievert. And, choosing your words wisely with investors is, you got to be really careful with this stuff. But tell me what you guys think about this. Big story, no story. What's your take? Sound off in the comment section below. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.